So wherever this couch is oriented, there's one. And we'll do this way. I'll make it kind of big so we can really see what I'm doing. The anatomy of thought. All right, so there's my quad angle here, and then let's make it here. So we'll get some side of it. So that's where my couch is going to exist. I'm going to rise up this first vertical to where I think the seating area should be. So I'm just going to rise this up immediately. A straight 90-degree vertical. Loft, move over some. Check, that looks good. So rise up. That's going to be where they sit. So I've established that. Draw that way. Draw that this way, and there we go. So I'm just going to draw these lines up to here and up to here, of course. So we can do that. Make sure 90 degrees, good. Put that one up, and now I can draw this corner up to it, right? Simple so far, and this one's got to go there, this one's got to go there, and I rise the last vertical up, done. That way, take this one over here, this way, and then just draw this one straight up. Hopefully it fits, yeah, okay. So let me draw that a little darker so you can see it. So there's the initial part of my couch. Now what I want to do is find the center of this quad angle, because I want cushions, and this cushion's going to have to be a little bit bigger than that one. So I can just, if I find the center of this really lightly, that gives me this point there. So if I take a straight vertical up from there, that'll give me my first size of my first cushion here, and I can draw this to the vanishing point this way. So now I have a possible cushion here and a possible cushion there. If it's like a love seat or something like that. If I really wanted to divide it, really divide the cushions, I can divide them up here. I can make a thickness to the cushions here, watch. So this down here, and I like to clean as I go. So this down here could be a skirt. I still need this information right here. Don't lose that. I still need some of these lines, so don't erase everything out. But now look, this can possibly be more of a skirted bottom, and then this is where the pads start, and these pads can be rounder. I can come in here and make them nice and round so they look more normal, like a real cushion. See, like this, make them rounded ends. Later, I'm showing you what I do later. I just want to give you the potential of that. So I need arms on both sides, and I need a back. So I like to build on the inside. So here's my, if I figure, okay, my back's going to be, I want my back to be about that thick. So I'm just going to come in here and drop a vertical down. Make sure it's 90, oh, that was off. So make sure it's 90 degrees, and bam. So there's the back of my couch. And now I need to know where that is over here, so I got to bring it to the vanishing point. Excuse me. And there it is right there. So I have a separate square. So I'm going to rise this up to whatever height I desire for the back to be. Maybe make it a little bit higher. Make it like that. So from this, I got to draw lines to both vanishing points. So this way, and of course I got to draw this a little bit further this way, and simply rise that line up to it. That's a big back. Just trace over. So then I.
The blue pen, sorry.
Oh, right. So then I'm going to come over here like that, and then where are my corners? This one to the outside, this one to the inside. So I'm just rising it up. Rising it up from the ground, like so. So, and then we'll cap it that way. All right, so now the cushion is coming back, and it hits here, so now I got to make a new line from where the cushion stops and the seat rises, right? So now I got to make a more relevant line here. So now look, I got to draw it there, and that's where, now we know, here's the cushion, and it's ending right here. That's where the end of it. So again, we got insane amount of lines in here. So I'm going to take some of these lines out so we can read it better a little bit. That line's going to disappear. I don't really need that line at all anymore. So now, look, you see it? So now the couch is coming down. And from here it's coming across like that. Coming down. It's important to kind of clean as you go, because otherwise, again, you'll just be driven insane trying to figure it out. All right, everybody see that so far? So you could do a lot of things with this. If I wanted to change this or alter this, if I wanted the back to slink back, I would just come back and figure out what my angle is and just make it parallel over here, and I can make it kind of come backward if I want to. I mean, there's so many things you could do. But from the shape itself, this is where you can modify things. You can make things rounder. Here's the midway point. If I draw the midway point up here, if I just go straight up with a 90-degree vertical, there's the midway point here, and then draw this to that vanishing point. Now I got two cushions on the sides as well. So you can add arms onto this either way. You can come into the inside and do it. I like to do it on the inside. Okay, so I'm going to come in here. I'm going to say my arm's going to be that thick. It's going to rise up. I'm going to bring it up a little higher than the cushions here. So let's rise that up. Sure, 90 degrees. So rise that up to about, I don't know, to about there. Just guessing. So it's very arbitrary, whatever. It's your couch. It takes a while. I'm just kind of. Okay, so there's the arm part. So it rises up. There's the cushion. Here's the arm. So now, of course, I got to take it back here. Take it back over here. Now look, as this arm's coming back, it's going to hit the pad. Where does it hit the pad? It hits it. It hits this line. This is the back cushion. The arm comes back, and hits it right there. So now from that point, that's going to be the part to the vanishing point. Sometimes it's hard to see that. Now you can make this round. This can be a round edge. Maybe it's extending over the side, you know, like those overlapping kind of cushions. You know, you can come in here and just make an arc in here if you want, and copy the same arc over in here. So now you got this overlapping possibility of a cushion there. And of course, this can be very organically. So it can be really round and fluffy, you know, like this. You know, those arms, big kind of wrapping arms. You might have belts on them or something like that. It just depends on what you want. Then you can erase the lines. And look at that. You got some overlapping arm thing going on there, if you want to. With this, you have a lot of freedom because it's not, you know, nothing on here is perfect right angles. It's a couch. It's leather, whatever. It's padded. It's comfortable. So you have a lot of freedom with the line. But I use the structure of the squares and the rectangles to give me its structure. Then from that structure, then I deviate. I deviate from the right angles and make things a little bit more natural feeling on the couch. Now the trick is, how thick is this arm over here? What do I have to do? I have to take this distance, move it over here, converge it to that back line, then take that distance and move it in front. That's how I know that's that thick. Just like it's the same thing with the tables. So this converges this line. That's how. That's the distance there, but I don't need it there. I got to take this distance and move it here now. Now I know. So now I just got to rise these up to where? This line here. Sweet. Rise this one. There it is. There's my other arm. So now I got to erase craziness. Erase the craziness. Let the craziness. Okay, so now look at something. I got a little something going on here. So this arm, this is where my other cushion is. Now I just shortened my cushion up. So it's actually where the cushion meets the arm is going to be right here, right? You follow me on that? I know, it's confusing. That goes back. There we go. So there's the arm right there. I'm actually not going to see this back anymore. Let me disappear with that. All right, so there's the arm. There's where the cushion ends. Let me get rid of these other lines here. So let's draw these over to this vanishing point. Let's finish this off. Let's draw this over here. Okay, so at this point, that's where my arm meets the cushion, which is exactly on line with this one. So we draw this over. just bring this line to that line. Now we have the arm. I can round it off here. All right, there's the arm. And it's meeting the cushion right there. That's where it's meeting it. So let's erase these other lines. Now let me put some solid lines on here so you can see the construction of that. But that's crazy. I mean, just all the lines it takes to kind of figure that out. But the structure on here is going to be great because once you get, now I can kind of add that in. Now I'm going to darken things up and round things off and make it look more like a couch here. So let's get rid of some lines here. All this is going to disappear. Now if you do this in blue pencil, of course, it's probably the best way. So we're going to make here like a little skirt flowing here on the bottom. I can just be very liberal on that. Just a little skirt on here. And then here is where the pads are, so I'm going to round these off, create a little darker moment in here. Give these pads a nice soft kind of look to them. You see it? Now that couch is kind of taken the feeling of the real couch. Let's make these pads rounder. I'm just going to make this round. Right there. I'm going to make this round over here. Just give it a better, softer look here. So you could take a lot of liberty as far as just the shape of these. Look, the lines can be wobbly. Who cares? It's just going to give it more character, more softness. If you want to make it a little bit more softer, just make this just make it like that. Just erase all these straight, hard lines. And there you go. Here's the couch. There's the back cushion there. Puff these up a little bit. I don't know. You could do anything. You want to do find out the center. You could do a nice diamond tuck in here or something. Whatever. I don't know if they even have diamond tuck stuff. I guess they do. Whatever you're designing, there can be some belts in here, or just stick some draw some big fluffy cushions in here. Just a big nice one right there. I don't know, big design on it, whatever. Big cushion there. Anyway, that's how you do a couch. So.